Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning gathering brought to you by Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare and Tufts Health Plan. This is a place where we invite experienced mindfulness instructors to speak with us about what mindfulness means to them and to discuss as a community how we can incorporate these practices into our daily lives. I'm Suzanne Rowe, Palacino. So happy to be here together with Tara Healey, founder and director of Harvard Pilgrim Healthcare's mindfulness program. Good morning, Tara.
Good morning, Suzanne. Good morning, everyone. Nice to be here with you.
Yeah, so nice to be here together as we round out the week this week with our community and support one another through our mindfulness journeys.
Yes.
And so welcome to our regulars who we always love to see here. And a special welcome as well to anybody that's new. So if you are new, we can just guide you all along the process. I'll explain a couple of things that are our regular practices. Tara will start us off with a question for the group. I'll share that in the chat and we'll talk about that question a little bit. And then Tara will lead us in at least 12-minute guided practice this morning, a mixture of guidance and a little bit of silent time. And after that, we'll have time for questions. So if you go to the bottom of your Zoom screen and open up the chat, and at the bottom of that screen, you'll see a blue drop-down menu that says hosts and panelists. And you can click on that, change it to everyone, and then folks can see your comments as you type them in. So with that, what question do you have for us this morning, Tara?
Well, thank you, Suzanne. Before the question, I also just want to let folks know I have to jump off a little bit early, probably a little bit before 10 of or right around 10 of. So Suzanne will close out and manage the Q&A and the sharing of resources and all of that.
Sounds good.
So if anybody was on yesterday on the meeting format, the question I used will be the same question today, which is, I was thinking, given all the strife in the world and the suffering and just the difficulty, what is something that you love about where you live? And so a place that feels like a place of ease and comfort. And something you love about where you live could be your apartment, your condo, your home, your state, your city. It's very broad.
Yeah. So I'll share that in the chat. I have to say, if I was to choose one thing, I would say I love my neighbors.
Oh,
I really love my neighbors. I mean, we have a book club that's all, it's all in walking distance.
yeah.
We have a block party every year. Yeah, I really enjoy my neighbors.
Yeah,
Very helpful. Anything that's going on in the neighborhood where people need support or, during COVID, we were all trying to support one another. So.
Wow, such a gift, Suzanne. It's not always the case, right? That's
not always.
I think sometimes we're like in our separate little enclaves and don't connect, but you clearly do.
Yeah, I think because our properties are like our spaces are small. It's not like we have sprawling yards.
Right.
So
Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
How about you?
Well, I guess, there's a lot of things, but I thought I would broaden it to include the state of Massachusetts and just the incredible variety of beauty that we have, from the Berkshires, the mountains, to the ocean, to the Cape and the islands. And, we have a lot here, and a lot that feels comforting and really beautiful nature. So, yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah.
And I feel like because our state is small, it's easy to get other places. If you're in a big state like California or Texas, it's like
True.
You have to really go a good way to get someplace different. Yeah, I love how Colleen says the changing of the seasons. That's absolutely.
Yeah.
What I love about being in New England: neighborhood activities, relationships, cultural diversity.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, so nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's nice, Julia. Yeah, it's nice to have a little spot of
Yes.
water close by.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. Good.
yeah, I love all of those. Thanks for
Well, I think
sharing
we can
them.
go ahead and move into practice. So, as
Okay.
always, seated or standing. If you're tired, I would probably do a standing practice. Um, but taking a minute to just kind of settle the body into a posture that feels most supportive for you today. And as you settle in, see if you can surrender your weight into the support of the surface and bring awareness to the whole body, just noticing how the body feels from your activity so far, assuming that there's been some busyness already. So pulsing or tingling, what are you noticing in the body? And bringing an attitude of receptivity. So just simply receiving the experience that the body is offering. Perhaps aware of the points of contact with the body and the surface. And noticing the feel of the clothes on the skin. And taking a moment to expand awareness to include sound. And just making a soft mental note, hearing. And releasing sound and knowing it will arise and pass. Bringing awareness back inward to the whole body and finding an anchor for the wandering mind. So that could be the feelings that you notice as you breathe. So within the structure of the body, as you inhale and exhale, where do you feel the breath sensation? It could be a narrow focus of air entering and leaving the nose. It could be broader around the belly, abdomen area, or something else. And alternatively, you could take the palms of your hands and rest them on the top of your thighs, and the point of contact could be where you anchor attention, where you keep returning each time the mind wanders. You could also use sound. So if there's a consistent sound in the background, you could use that. And noticing where the mind is. And letting go of the memory or the planning and return again to your anchor. And again, noticing where the mind is. And as we bring this meditation to a close, may we be peaceful and at ease. May our heart be soft and open. May we be safe and protected, and our bodies healthy and strong. And may the merit of our practice be for the benefit of all beings. And if your eyes were closed, you can take a minute to open the eyes, and whether they were open or closed, it's helpful just to reorient to the room you're in. And so I'm going to let Suzanne take it from here. Good to be with everybody this morning, and see you next week.
Sounds good. Thanks, Tara.
Okay.
Wonderful practice. Yeah. So thank you for everyone practicing together this morning. And we have a few more minutes. So if anybody has any particular things that they'd like to share, resources, or, it's interesting. When Tara was talking about how much it can be difficult to listen to the news, or, there's a lot going on out in the world. If you have anything that brings positivity to your day, or that you're able to connect with, that may not be like the typical news outlets, but something that brings, sustains you and brings joy. You could share that too. I was thinking of, I don't know if anyone's aware of the Good News Network. It's just a website that everything on there is positive and good news. So, oh, Julia, that's wonderful. This group, I agree. Community is such a positive, such a good thing. And even if there's any books that you've read that have brought you joy, or podcasts, you can mention that as well. I recently read a book as part of my book club that I have to say, we tend to read somewhat heavy books at times. And it was called Remarkably Bright Creatures. I don't know if anybody's read it, but it's fiction, and it's about a woman that befriends an octopus in an aquarium where she's working. And some of the dialogue comes actually from the octopus and how he views the human world. And it just was a really lovely little story. So, yeah. Oh, Good Vibes Wellness. Never heard about that one, Tammy. I'm going to click on that right now so I don't lose that one. That's great. Thank you for sharing that. So, yeah, so we'll be back here next week. We have Greg Topakian joining us on Tuesday, which he hasn't been here for a while. So happy to have him back. CBS Sunday Morning. Ah, yes. A weekly must watch. Good to know. I've heard people say that that's a really good program. Something to check out. Thanks, Colleen. All right. So I hope everyone has a good rest of your day, and into the week and the end of the week, and nice weekend. And we'll see you back here on Tuesday with Greg Topakian. Yeah, thank you so much. Good weekend to everyone else. See you soon.